Hi, baby. Is Isa. Hey, Alia. Hi, Isaiah.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Here in Memphis, we have an interconference matchup with the Grizzlies looking to create some cheers for this crowd. Now here's Jackson. Back to Morant. 5 on the clock. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and... highly intensified.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Here's Holiday. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to the defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Tatum. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
After back-to-back 50-win season, Stan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
Tatum, good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Here's Edey over Holiday. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Tatum with it. Brown outside. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Memphis moving it around. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound, Boston. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's stolen. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies.
Boston leading by 3. Here's Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And Memphis making a change here. And so Tatum nails them both.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Payne. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Now here is Horford after Jaylen Brown's miss. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Here's Hauser. Offensive rebound. Brown outside. Down low. Goes up again. Fournette hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And a wide open look for Payne. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Hauser. The kick out to Brown. Here's Hauser. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one together.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Boston.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Here's Hauser. Rebounded by Jackson. Pippen with the wide open look. No good with the triple. Celtics leading by 6. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Pritchard. They get a hand on it. Morant, that's for two. And finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Here's Hauser. Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And it's Pippen in the corner. Clock at 6. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Pippen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Tatum. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Jackson, that's good.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the
Craig. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Gets Pippen on the way. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Boston. Tatum looking around. Inside. Here's Craig. The kick out to Holiday. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Now, here's Pippen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
1:41 left in the first half. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Here's Aldama. Guarded by Porzingis. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Porzingis. Yep, that one goes. Porzingis has got 10 points.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most seven-footers.
And it's Morant missing. Here's Brown. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got his second basket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively. Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
It's stolen by White. Here's Tatum. Sinking that tough shot. Jason Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Pass to Aldama. Knocks it loose. And the shot is good. 6 points for him. Into the lane. Tatum can't hit from in close. Now a timeout called by Memphis. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Just 4 seconds left here in the second.
That's showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And so it's Boston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Tatum. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Aldama can't hit. Boston leading by 6. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Now, Aldama. He's got 6. To the middle. Here's Heaney. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Outside, Bane takes it inside. Nice D from Porzingis.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Heaney. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside, Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nice D from Porzingis. Celtics leading by 9 to the paint. And Tatum hammers it home.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Offensive rebound. Payne with the steal. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And so Boston again turning it over. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
To the inside. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Edey.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
No wonder defenses have a hard time limiting Porzingis inside. Just look at that massive wingspan.
Outside, Payne. It's good from long range. Payne's got 6 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Tatum drives in. It's deflected. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Here's Edey. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Tatum using his size inside.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Outside Jackson. Aldama with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Porzingis with the block. To the middle. Payne with the steal. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
The Celtics 50.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Outside Jackson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Craig's got his first basket.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Back to Holiday. Picked by Horford. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Horford's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics. On the wing, Jackson. They set the screen. Pass to Kennard. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. And here is Craig.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Craig. Three-pointer. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game. Bucket is good. Here's Pritchard. Outside Holiday. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Celtics substitution. Jason Tatum.
Here's Tatum over Jackson. It's hauled in by Huff. The Grizzlies trailed by 12. Right side Bane. Over Holiday. Memphis moving that ball around. Bane, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Morant. That one falls. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Right side, White. Shoots over Morant. White, good. Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now,
though?
What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The Celtics making a switch here. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Jaylen Brown proving to be a tough customer.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
The Grizzlies trailed by 11. Bane, no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Brown. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Edey picks one up.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Bane, no good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And it's White missing. Pass to Bane. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
80. Second personal foul. 15.
First one falls for him. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And the dunk by Jackson. The three from Tatum. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the...
Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. So the Nuggets with the tip to the paint. Here's Jokic. That one a little long. And it's the Clippers' ball. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they can win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
Harden with a bucket.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Murray. Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Out of bounds, it'll be Nuggets ball. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Inside. And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, you look at Jokic, and I tell you, his greatest strength might be his IQ and passing ability. He picks defenses apart.
First team foul.
And the Clippers with the ball. Pass to Harden. It's stolen.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Back to Gordon. Jones with some nice D.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Powell's shot is off. Gordon outside. Murray up top. Pass to Jokic. Five on the clock. Shoots from the right block. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Leonard outside. Outside Harden. Leonard outside. Back to Harden. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And here's Zubats outside. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Los Angeles making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Clippers trail by 4. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Watson. Leonard inside. He's scoreless. And he gets the bucket.
And, you know, as much as he loves the three, Batum pretty reliable from mid-range, too.
Here's Westbrook. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, that time saw daylight and took advantage.
And here are the Clippers now. And here's Mills from the arc. On target from range.
Boy, there's that hair trigger release on Patty Mills. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, mark it up.
Westbrook taking his time here. Pass to Jordan. Here's Brown. Back to Jordan. The Nuggets need to get one up. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
Boy, and that's a big deal for Westbrook because when he starts to knock down shots from distance, it really opens up his full bag of attack mode offense.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Dunn. No made baskets yet. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden can't hit. The Nuggets lead by 4. Pass to Brown. Back to Watson. Here's Najee. Simmons defending. Here's Najee. Gets it off. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Denver leading by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nuggets.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Ooh, poked away. Westbrook outside. Down low. Second shot opportunity. Here's Najee. Uses the glass on the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Leonard outside. And the 3 off target.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
And Harden gets the double team. Leonard, a threat from deep.
Claw getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Jordan. Pass to Brown. To the middle. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
Harden can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Pulls it. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Lets it go from deep. And it's Jordan with the rebound. The Nuggets lead by 5. Out to the wing. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Back to Westbrook. To the inside. Jordan misses.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
three-point ability Harden brings is unique and next level.
Clippers trail by 4. On the wing, Harden. And Harden with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Back to Jokic. Missed inside. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Back to Harden. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Now here's Jokic. 7 points in the game. Yep, that one goes. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Here's Murray. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Harden with a bucket.
Another guy who can light up the scoreboard. Harden is a stat sheet stuffer.
.46 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. Back to Jokic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Now Harden. Now here's Zubats. Covered by Jokic. And that one's good. And now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Jokic. Another shot. Look at Jokic working inside.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Harden. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now here's Leonard. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Gordon down low. Pass to Porter. Murray with it. Shoots over Powell. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the jam by Jokic.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic, a low down on the blocks.
And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's foul number 2 for him. The Clippers making a switch here. Here's Powell. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Watson with it. He's picked up by Jones. Kept alive. Pass to Brown. Second chance shot. Drives to the hoop. And the layup is up and in. Brown's got his first 2 points. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Jones. Powell right side. Back to Jones. outside. Jacks up a three. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Down low for the tie. The shot by Naji, no good. Outside Mills. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Batum outside. From downtown. Fires in the triple. Batum's got 5 points.
The outside stroke of Batum, too nice. He knocks him down in bunches.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Norman Powell. Denver shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And so Westbrook nails both of them.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Leonard outside. The three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Watson. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Here's Naji. Here's Jordan. It's stolen by Leonard. Now here's Mills. Batum outside. Now Leonard. Pass to Mills. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Batum. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Leonard can't get that one to fall. To the middle. Here's Naji. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Count it. And the Clippers lead by 9. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Can't hit that one. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Pass to Batum. Now Powell. Pounded by Westbrook. Here's Leonard. Oh, Jordan with the block.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots. Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Batum outside. Fires the three. And it's Jordan with the rebound. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Powell for three. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Powell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top, up 10. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Nuggets trail by 10. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
It's on Norman Powell.
First team foul.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
Both good from the line that time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Outside Murray. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Jokic. Outside Murray. Here's the 3. Jones grabs the board. And so here are the Clippers. Harden, good. Harden's got 19 points.
Harden showing you some of that grit, getting inside, positioning that time.
Murray's shot is good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Los Angeles leading by 10. For 3, Powell. He's off on that one. Murray with it. Picked up by Powell. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that
one. Number 8, Chris Dunn.
They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Pass to Gordon. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Really clever at getting his body into defenders.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Pass to Jokic. Over Zubac. And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Gordon. Second chance effort. Yes, on the jumper. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I know Jokic would perhaps rather find penetration, but he can hit these mid-range looks as well.
And here's Harden. Jokic grabs the board.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Porter. Off target from 3-point range. The Clippers lead by 10. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter. Harden with it. 4 on the clock. Knocks down the long J. Harden's got 24 points.
Every opportunity he gets, Harden will take that. He's very efficient from range.
Jokic. Crafty move. A minute 22 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, another miss by Jokic.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Three-pointer, Harden. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Clippers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for James Harden.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Three-pointer. Gordon pulls it in. Now Murray. Poke loose. Stolen by Harden. He launches a three. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession.
LA ball.
There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. Leonard for three. Buries it from three. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Now a timeout called by Denver. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
There's 10 seconds left in the game. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Here's Harden. And a miss there off the inbound. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaFleur.
Welcome to 2K Sports, and welcome to Sacramento, home of the Kings in the Golden One Center. Bringing you another edition of the NBA
shape. Face red heart shape. Face red heart shape. Face red heart shape. Face red heart shape.
I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Yep, that one goes. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
First team foul.
Outside, Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, talking about Damian Lillard, coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And, Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple-level score. And when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Now here's DeRozan. After the miss from Damian Lillard, they get it again. Valanciunas. Clock at 6. On the wing, Levine. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. No good from Valanciunas. Stolen by Levine. Out left to the wing. To the middle. Ellis outside. Shot clock at 5. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Giannis outside. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Lopez, no luck. Kings leading now by 4. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
The all-around game of LaVine, an excellent passer for his position.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Back to Porter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Lillard. Goes up on the wing. Count that one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
So it's the Bucks now. Sacramento making their last shot. Fires from the wing. Trent can't hit. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Kings. 6-point lead.
Hope you got some popcorn. When LaVine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
Now, here's Trent. Here's Porter. Sabonis grabs the board.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's LaVine. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, LaVine's game is defined by energy and aggression. He doesn't back down from any defender.
Free throw good, LaVine. Bucks trail by 11. Now Trent. Hasn't made one yet. Looking to end the run. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball.
The Bucks. 8.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Green fires from way outside. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Murray, good. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And look at the inside presence already for Murray. It'll be fun to watch this young man grow.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Kings making a change here. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And RJ Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark-plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
Monk with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Murray, no good. Bucks trail by 14. Pass to Green. Over Murray. Kept alive. Outside Porter. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. Kings leading now by 14. To the paint. Here's Lyles. Monk left side. Right side Crowder. Sinks the triple.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Giannis outside. Trent outside. There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Up top, Crowder. Pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Giannis outside. Trying to get something going. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. From the arc, Miles no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Antetokounmpo. Back to Kuzma. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From deep, Giannis. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Kings leading now by 17. And the whistle blows. The Hornets coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Miller with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here is Miller. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Outside ball. No good from outside. Right side Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Now, here's Portis. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And it's Miller penetrating. Ball with a wide open look. Charlotte no good that time either. The Bucks with a quick start to this game. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. To the paint. Here's Green. No good. Prince with the defensive effort. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Giannis has got 8 points.
It's pretty good focus. Giannis gets in there. Tough to rattle him a little bit. I don't know if he even saw that guy. Superb concentration.
Pass to Williams. Will it go? There's Ball with the 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And a wide open look for Portis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Milwaukee in the lead. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he goes right over Miles Bridges and slams it down.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Ball with it. Picked up by Portis. Outside, Ball. That one goes in. Ball's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Bridges shot. Good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that's a foul called on Josh Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
55 seconds left in the first. Out to Kuzma. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. Rebound by Williams.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And it's a tie ball game.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here's Ball. He has 5. And stolen by Lillard. Oh, and here comes Smith, all alone. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He totaled 14 points in the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And, Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here's Lillard. Scoreless thus far. And here's Miller. Pass the ball. And here is Bridges. Guarded by Kuzma. Back to ball. To the middle. And then Williams slams it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Off the inbound pass, Giannis dunks it down.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Hornets trail by 3. Over in the corner, Green. Out to Miller. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Brett, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on, and they're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
It's Williams, high post. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Bridges. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
How about the balance and focus? Knock Bridges around all you want, but he is determined to score.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Bridges covering. Lopez outside. Lillard outside. From 13. And that one comes up a bit short. The Hornets trail. Ball, the bounce pass. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Pass to Bridges. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Anticipation and length makes Giannis a great shot blocker.
Now here's Lopez. A minute 20 left in the first half. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count that bucket. Giannis has got 24.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And it's Ball penetrating. Out to Bridges. Shoots the three. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his 4th foul of the contest. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Back to man. Williams a screen. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Milwaukee with the ball. Outside Portis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Portis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Smith. The shot. No good. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far.
That's just too easy. You got to get Lillard to put it down.
Now, man. Pass to Nurkic. The kick out to Williams. A 3-ball. Hits the 3-point bomb. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Trains the three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Trent with the wide-open look. Off target from outside. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a one-point game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Bucks making a change here. Pass to Okogie. Lets it go with a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And Connaughton has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Well, an aggressive Antetokounmpo is a good thing for this team. Taking it in with force to the rack and getting the foul.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Charlotte in the lead. To the inside. Out to Smith. And again, the Hornets missing. Down low. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Kuzma showing more and more that he's becoming a playmaker on the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Mann. The rebound by the Bucks. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Portis. Porter in the corner. Here's Giannis. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Man with it. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And here are the Hornets now. Pass to Nurkic. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Mann. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Ball stolen. Takes a three. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got the lead up to 3 now for Charlotte.
One of the ways to get a great look from the three-point line is when you're on a fast break. The defense simply lost him. That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
.58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mann. He's got 5. Pass to Nurkic. Just 4 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
41 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Giannis. Giannis says, "Get off me." A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Mann. Inside. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. That free throw, no good.
And you think about Nurkic, 7 foot, 300 pounds. When he gets around the rim, who's going to move him off that spot? Shaking his head moment there, had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
There's Miller with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
The Hornets, 44.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up to the Hornets. They lead by 1. Screen by Nurkic. Back to Ball. Pass to Nurkic. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Trent. And the baseline jumper, no good. And here's Miller outside. They get it back. Bridges. No good with the layup. Now Giannis. And Bridges with the block.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in a tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And they go to the intentional foul. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Right side, Green. Ball up top. And he banks in the layup. That's 10 points for LaMelo Ball.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of game.
And that's an intentional foul.
Face red heart shape. 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 Are you broadcasting
Pass
today's
to Green.
game?
6 to shoot. And here's Nurkic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. 6 points for Nurkic.
And Nurkic testing his luck from the mid-range.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo through contact.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Lillard outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Here's Ball. Good D by Giannis.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Bucket is good. Antetokounmpo's got 40 points.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Pass to Green. Outside, Ball. Back to Nurkic. Miller with the ball. Shoots over Lillard. Shots good by Miller.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
Lopez. Great positioning on the putback.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Miller outside. The kick out to Ball. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Back to Ball. Miller outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Miller's got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
On the free throw, no good. Pass to Green. Now Ball. On the wing, Bridges. Back to Ball. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. To the paint. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. It's good.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a three off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a three off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge,
I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And there's James from the arc. Indiana with a rebound. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Pass to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
Now, Tyrese Halliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Rebounded by LeBron.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about champion. Success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Halliburton left side. Pass to Turner. He's off on the layup. Here's Vincent. Going inside, banked it in off the glass.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
And it's the Lakers on the break. And he gets that one. Vincent's got 5 points.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Leading by 5. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hachimura. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Everyone.
Halliburton looking for an opening. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, BA, got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Back to Nesmith. Halliburton on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
On offense, here are the Lakers. They're on a 13-4 run.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:57 left in the first quarter. And there's James from the arc. Buries it from 3. James has got 7.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Vincent. He's got 5. And slam dunked by James.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And it's the Lakers on the break. And it's James with the jam.
Anticipating before the play can happen, Luka Doncic gets the break started.
Pass to McConnell. .51 seconds left to play in the first. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Walker. Knocked away. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. James with the ball. And Walker picks him up defensively. That one falls. 13 points in the game.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Stand team, everyone. Show them some love.
Pacers trail by 16. Pass to Walker. McConnell outside. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Indiana shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And one thing Benedict Mathurin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
And they pick up 2.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The defense knows they've got to stay attached to Luka, so he smartly turns it into a whistle.
Los Angeles shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. And he sinks the 2nd. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's McConnell. Money from 17 feet out.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Here's Doncic. Can't connect from short range. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Back to McConnell. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Matherin. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
Back to Halliburton. There's a screen by Turner. Inside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Pass to Goodwin. Here's Doncic. And the shot goes down. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Count it. Good. Turner's got his second basket.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton, you've got to love to play with this guy.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
I'll tell you, Pascal Siakam has shown he is more than capable of passing the rock.
And that one's good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
The Lakers lead by 10. Vanderbilt. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Left side Matherin. Back to Nembhard. Oh, Morris with a steal. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And he drops it in from the low post.
Listen, the painted area is where Obi Toppin could be so dangerous. The athleticism and the tools he has. Look out.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Slams it down with 2 hands. Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Face red heart shape. Face red heart shape. Are you broadcasting today's game?
Everyone.
Pacers trail by 13. McConnell outside. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by James. Who poked away. And here's the fast break. Pass to Shepard. McConnell outside. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Vincent. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Gabe Vincent. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Here's James. Oh, and Turner with a block.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
To the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The definition of a stretch 5, Doris. Myles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a 3.
It's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range, and then Myles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
High post Siakam. No points yet. Inside. And then Siakam with the jam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
From down in the low post, it goes. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. Both free throws good from James. And so it's Indiana with it. Down by 12. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
James deciding where to go with it. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break up 12. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Halliburton. Siakam outside. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him.
2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it.
Lakers ball. Lakers substitution. Number
Here's Doncic. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Siakam outside. Nembhard outside. Back to Nesmith. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Rebound, the Lakers. James outside. Hachimura left side. Launches it. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the three, but go to your first strength.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. James attacking. And it's James with the jam.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Youth Dance Team.
Pacers trail by 18. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And he makes it.
Well, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
For all dancers.
McConnell outside. Here's Turner. Here he goes. It's rebounded by Morris.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense. Well, he isn't the longest guy out there, but Bronny does have some great strength. And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Pass to McConnell. Here's Shepard to end the run. And he lays it up and in.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
James with the ball. From deep, Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by James. Reeves has gotten 4 this quarter.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Pass to Turner. Ooh, Morris with a steal. It's 2-on-1. From deep, here's Doncic. On target from range. Doncic has got 12 points.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. From deep, Reeves connects from downtown. 11 points in the game.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Here's Turner. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. And the Lakers have possession. Doncic outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Kicks it to Doncic. From behind the arc. Indiana with a rebound. McConnell outside. And stolen by Reeves. And they're on the break. He goes up. And slam dunk by James.
Assisted by
James has this athleticism to his game. He can get up there when he wants to.
Pass to Shepard. That shot off the mark. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. James outside. From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Nembhard. Top and right side. Here's Turner. Pass to McConnell. Back to Nembhard. Up and over Doncic. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Lakers ahead, running away with it.
the Lakers 67.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. Excellent D there from Bryant. And so it's Indiana with it. Down low. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, you love it when Thomas Bryant tries to finish with power. Forget about try. He does it. What a pretty dunk.
And here's Connect outside. Mathurin with a rebound. Jackson down low. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The Lakers with the ball.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers.
Here's James from the inbound. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Can't connect from 14.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Jackson.
Lakers foul.
And Indiana with some changes.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Turner. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
Well, this is the versatility that Miles Turner brings to the table. A big man who can knock down shots from the mid-range.
And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him. Off the inbound. And there's a nice layup by James. James has got 31 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
To the middle. Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
To the inside. Pass to Goodwin. Now Hachimura. Oh, stolen by Turner. Nembhard outside. The three. Nails it from 3. Nembhard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And it's James with the jam.
Just great instincts. He knows what to do when he gets near the rim. Love to watch this guy work.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Takes the 12-footer and hits it.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
Rejected by James. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Halliburton. Another shot. Driving inside. Rebound by the Lakers. James, right side. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney Smith brings to the defensive end.
B.A., one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LeBron James.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Three-pointer, Halliburton.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
James, that's good.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Back to Turner. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Mathurin. He can't hit that time. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Oh, stolen by Turner. Pass to Siakam. From deep three-point range. That shot, no good. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a